Bottom Line Sports Talk. I'm George Abraham. You know my partner Albert Cameron. Albert, we'd like to take a look at the local scene, and this week we have a lot of stuff.
Yeah, probably the most we've had in a while because there were some great things done in the last week. Start off with Matthews Emma Gates tossing a no-hitter. Matthews improving to 16-4, 12-0 in the Northeastern Athletic Conference. Then we moved to Canfield. Canfield baseball continues to win, and Ryan Petro throws his no-hitter. Cardinals are undefeated. The junior twirler has been on fire all year. So we got Emma on fire. We got Ryan Petro on fire. Then we go West Branch. Pitcher Jordan Anderson. She does a perfect game, and as she punches out 10 batters. Everybody, George, in this day and age, revolves around pitching. And if you have the girls pitching softball, you can win.
Especially when they can pitch every game.
Yes.
It's so different than baseball because of the pitch count.
Yeah, and then we move also to sophomore Bree Kohler with 500 strikeouts now, and she missed a season. So you talk about mowing people down. So we have pitchers in the area that is worth seeing. If you want to see some kids who throw flame balls and dominate their opponents, yeah, step out and go see Matthews and go see Canfield, and go see Brett Cole at shut down teams like Lakeview. Congratulations to all these kids. I think that George, when we talk spring sports, the weather's been pretty good too for the pitchers.
Yeah.
It has been it's not been a rainy cold season. In a couple of days, we've been okay. So
no, I was telling someone the other day the amount of rain or runoff or whatever. My yard, the guys that come in, they generally have to wait till June. There's an area in between.
That's wet, you mean?
Because it rolls down. And
Yep.
They cut it last week. So
that's proof.
Yeah, that's proof.
Yep. Then we move to YSU, and YSU has had a lot of things happen in the past week. Started out with Justice Reed, who played at YSU, signing a free agent contract with Tennessee. He was a dominant pass rusher when he played at YSU, including the 2019 season, almost 13 sacks on the year. So now he'll get his chance, and that's really all what you want, George.
He wants a chance.
Once this draft comes,
Oh, he won.
you know,
Show him.
you want a chance, free agent or getting drafted. If you play well, they'll keep you up because under the cap. They want to save money, and they'll
And they only have 3 exhibition games, so you got to get in there and be seen. But as you said, I think the free agents are in better shape than the last
Ever.
2 guys picked
Yes.
because they're just picking out a roster. Like the Steelers take a punter. Okay.
Let's fill out the roster. Exactly right. Now we have the YSU softball team closed out their regular season with a sweep over Cleveland State. By doing that, they claimed the league title, the Horizon League title, and they'll be coming in as the number 1 seed. First one. And Nikki Seibane, was hot at the plate, going 3 for 3 and driving in 5 runs. She was instrumental in the 10-2 win. And then Maddie Lask also finished up that game with her 13th win of the year. And Avery Schumacher then took the nightcap with a 2-run homer in the 8th. YSU girls go to 33-11 on the season, and now they get to host the Horizon starting Thursday, May 13th.
That says something about the weather, too, 44 games.
Yes, they got them in. You know, when you see somebody plays 44 and the other one plays 18, that's what happened. That's what happens sometimes with that COVID, and we saw that happen. But with the weather staying like it was this year, the pitchers got a chance to be really good. And congratulations to Nate Miklos, the head women's golf coach at YSU, named the Horizon League Coach of the Year. 4th time in his coaching career he's done that previously at Loyola and also at YSU. Congratulations, Coach, for a job well done. And the YSU girls, what a year they've had too in golf. Just a run away season for track and field, golf, and softball in the spring sports at YSU. And lastly, we'll talk about our guy we watched for YSU play for a while, Darius Quisenberry. I think he played at YSU, averaged 15 a game, 4 steals a game, and as a Springfield, Ohio native, we followed him closely. George, I think that what this says here is he put himself in the portal, and I think he was thinking delusions of grandeur. I think he was thinking, okay, I think Texas will come after me, and he ends up signing at a school that is a lot worse than YSU, Fordham. Fordham has not won more than 5 games, 10 games forever. Oh. And so you people who are putting yourself in the portal, I know may not be anybody watching this in the portal, but if there's a parent or uncle or grandpa watching, call them up and say, listen, you might want to look and see who wants you.
6'5", guys banged their basket and put the shoulder down.
Yes.
Any in there?
No.
When you watch those games,
I know.
the guards are 6'7". They all could shoot the 3 ball.
Yes.
This is no JV league. These are the big boys.
They're big boys completely. So he ends up going to Fordham. Fordham is a doormat in that league. He likes winning. He left. YSU was going to win a lot more games than Fordham. He's going to find himself going to practice thinking, man, what did I do? How did I end up here? That's our feeling on that portal system. And there's so many kids in it, George.
No,
that they're going to get stuck.
No,
they're going to get stuck. They're going to end up with
They can't. The double negative. They can't not get stuck. In other words, it's like pouring this water into this big bowl, and all of a sudden the lid gets smaller. You're still pouring from the 5-gallon. Yeah. It's not all going in.
No, it can't happen. And it's really going to affect the high school kids. No question about that.
I bet you I had something when I was talking about that. It would have to. Obviously, and the coaches, their attention now is split between their team, grooming down the road, and the portal, which changes every day.
And the portal is taking precedent. No question, because Baylor proved that you get 5 transfers to win the national championship. Now they're saying, okay, forget this chemistry stuff. Give me 6th grade players.
Stay with that team ball.
6 garbage.
Team. You see any team ball when Harden's dribbling?
Not much.
You see any team ball?
Junior high all the way up. Everybody's playing the dribble drive. Everybody's going with the basketball one-on-one. The only team ball happens when you kick it to the next shooter and they shoot it.
And they do. Now
That's what they do.
Once again, Al and I are the biggest. I watched the game the other night. If it wasn't late, I'd have got you up. Ty Lue, he's supposed to be, I mean, he's not. But, he's down 7 with 58 seconds.
Same
now,
thing happens.
I'm going to explain. Now, does he need the ball 3 times?
And he has to have 3
At
times.
least 3. If he makes a 3, he might need it 4 times. He lets him dribble it out. Wait a minute. It happened great for us. We have Phoenix. Shoot and miss. Out again. Lets him dribble it out again. Shoot it. Miss again. He never fouled. Now, I know you don't believe that.
No, I do believe it.
I'm watching. And on Twitter every night I put on, somebody please
explain to you.
Explain to me how he can win with 53 seconds down 7 if he doesn't stop the clock.
They can't.
He didn't.
And he lost.
Now the claw's complaining that his foot hurt. I'm hoping as a coach. I'm wanting the Lakers they're 7th now. So now they have to open up with Utah.
Right.
I'm praying. The same with I'm praying.
That's the Clippers and the Lakers.
I'm
Go down
praying.
the tubes.
The first, if I see a final of Phoenix and Milwaukee, I will celebrate.
You'll be happy, right?
Because this is a coach is a killer.
Yeah, it is.
Because it's against everything we stand for.
I know.
Turning it off and on.
They don't play.
Not practicing. They played 7 games.
I know. Together
they played
all year.
64.
The Nets played 64.
Yeah,
played 7 together.
7.
All year.
Yeah.
And you can't say it's all injury. I know there could be some injury.
Yeah.
They just don't play.
No,
they just take nights off.
Bill Bourne, who's going to be on with us down the road, I talked to him the other day. He will be the oldest football coach in the nation. He calls it when they get dinged. You got dinged, but you play.
Yes.
There's a difference between
hurt and dinged.
Injured. Yeah, you got dinged.
Right.
There isn't a guy right now, like in the NFL, if someone said game 9, Put the whole team on the injury report.
That's where they be.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't grasp the NBA. We grasp the freakish talents. We grasp what they can do. That's crazy. And George especially does. I don't grasp it at all.
Yeah.
I mean, I got zero. I
started
tolerance.
watching it because of the pandemic, because I sat for 15 months. It was the first time in 65 years I didn't see a game live, and then I did a playoff game at Kennedy Christian. It made me wish I hadn't done any games, to be honest, playing the whole game in four corners.
Yes.
I don't know what that was about.
I remember that.
Okay, let's talk Major League Baseball. Now, 1 month in, you said it best about a week ago. And you said something that I'm driving and I'm thinking, man, that makes a lot of sense. You basically said you can't win it now, but you can lose it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You start 2-18, you're done.
You aren't coming back from that.
No.
No, you're not. And it looks like the teams are starting to straighten themselves out. What's going on? And I knew it happened. Now though we'll get into July and August to find out who wants to go out and get more players to make your team the stretch run and try to win it. But when you follow baseball early in the year, we've been saying this for months upon years. Who has the great bullpens? Because nobody goes after over farther than 5 innings. So who has the bullpens is going to win. Look up the teams that have bullpens. Stay with them. If they don't have one, they're never turning around.
I've written one off already that I played.
The Twins.
Yeah. There's no way.
They have no bullpen.
They're 8 under, and they have to go 20 over. There's no way. They're going
Because of the
60
bullpen.
and 32.
It's because of their bullpen.
They lose. See, when they're heading to 7th inning,
There's no guarantee.
No, it means nothing. Let's talk about that because I've been saying that the bullpens are killed. I put 2 teams down in particular: Minnesota and the Mets. Now I want to talk about
when
that.
DeGrom pitches, there's no guarantee they're going to win.
No, because he gives up 1 run.
There should be a guarantee.
No, and then last, I want to talk about these radar guns later too, because I'm gonna make my own radar gun. Because I know every dude isn't throwing 97.
Every one of them has it. Everyone
Mets
has it.
brought in some guy last night. Thank God there was no flammable material near the mound, because he's throwing 100 now. Every pitch is 100.
And getting balls going flying.
Wham, wham, and I'm like, either he's not throwing 100.
He's not.
No, well we know that.
He's not throwing 100.
And so I'm watching, and I'm like, who's making these guns?
Yeah, they compared the guns to the 1980s, and they're 5 miles an hour faster.
Oh, now I'll believe it. You know, those guys, like yesterday, some garbage man is in there throwing 98 and for the Cardinals. And I know he's not throwing 98. I know he's throwing 91, 92.
Yeah, 93 miles an hour.
Well, that would make, no. So that's my first thing.
Right.
Drive me crazy. And the other thing, the shift. Now, you know what I want to stat on? You know, they're great for stats. Vectors and launch
I know
angle
they
and
are.
all this. Yeah, I'm going to tell you what it is. It's garbage.
It is garbage.
But here's one more thing. Do they have a stat to show how many double plays are not made because of the shift?
Yeah,
they can't get to the back.
They can't
you
get
have
to
to run
back.
backwards.
Yeah, they can't get to the back. They can't turn it
Do
on.
they have such a thing? I don't
No.
think.
Yeah, they probably do, but they won't show it because
Yeah.
people want to shift.
Yeah.
I saw a game the other night, 2nd and 3rd, 2 outs, left-handed batter up, game's tied 3-3, and all 4 guys were on the right side of the infield.
He didn't just
He
tell.
didn't bunt the ball. If you know, if he just bunts
Can
the
I
ball,
ask? I'm going to ask you
he
something.
bunts the ball, the game's
Because
over.
I have a young player, but he gets
He
out.
struck out on 3. He swings hard as he could 3 times.
Please answer this. Because I know you.
I'm watching it saying, I know this can't be happening. My wife's saying,
Yeah.
what are you talking about?
Yeah.
in there?
Yeah.
You're
Like
talking
that time
to
you
yourself.
wanted to email Sean and she told you it wasn't on there because he didn't want jackasses like us to email.
Yes.
But the point is this. I'll ask you this question. Isn't the idea to win?
Yeah, it is. No, it's not anymore. That's the problem.
I said
That's the problem.
No, you're Gregory Polanco.
That's the problem.
Okay? You've made whatever. You know now.
You can't keep doing what you've been doing.
No, you're getting caught. You're getting the minute they can dump his salary, he's
Yes,
gone.
yes.
And I'm thinking, why isn't he out there at 6 in the morning,
Oh,
chopping
I sure would
balls
try
to
something.
shortstop to your hands, bro?
Yeah, so would I.
Because you're out of the league, buddy.
He's hitting 216 again, hitting hard ground balls to the second baseman.
Yeah.
You know, so he had good contact. Good.
Yeah.
I don't want good contact.
I want
Everyone's
to
an
hit.
out.
Okay, so we feel the exact same way. These double plays. Now, I did see something the other day. You mentioned about you were implying, I know the Yankees got straightened out. The Detroit should have an asterisk.
Oh, jeez.
I watched their lineup. I thought the Pirates were bad. And one night I watched the lineup. You know, they put the batting average.
Right.
They shouldn't do that.
Not for Detroit.
Not for Detroit. No, just leave it blank. Let us guess, because it's worse than you guess. Have you seen it?
I've seen it every night. I see it. I know what Detroit throws out there.
Cleveland looks like the 27 Yankees.
And they all
Swing for the heels,
yes.
lean them back.
They have to put their hand off the edge.
On the knob.
Yes.
Yeah.
And swing as hard as they can and strike out. Texas, them, the Cubs, they lead the league in strikeouts, and they wonder why their record what it is. All three of them. You have no chance. If you don't put the ball in play, how do you have a chance to win?
I saw the guy the other day. His OPS looked like a batting average. That's on base plus slugging.
I know.
It looked like a batting average. Oh, and then this, my buddy, this kid. I said, man, they're pitching. What are you looking at? I go, ERA. Oh, ERA.
It means
like
nothing.
I'm some dope that's been in the closet 30. How about I watch Bieber and I know I don't need any.
No.
Do you need any lingo?
No, I don't need any
for
lingo.
Bieber?
No, I don't.
You need any lingo for a
Cold?
tie on
No,
or cold?
No, I don't need any lingo at all.
How about Scherzer?
But-
you need any lingo
No.
when he's pitching?
No.
Velo, launch angle.
He's just a good pitcher.
That's all.
He's a good pitcher.
That's all.
And I know
They're
that
killing us, Al.
the sad part of it, that whole thing is, when Cleveland plays with the Bieber's pitching, they better have two bullpen guys ready to win the game, because it's going to be 2-2 in the sixth, the seventh.
No.
And because he strikes out so many guys, they have to take him out because his pitch count goes up. And he's a great pitcher. I know he wants to stay in there. I know he doesn't want to come out.
No.
But he's coming out, so get ready, bullpen.
You think
You're
that's
inside the game.
his agent? We have a buddy that's a football agent, and he got a guy signed the other day. His big boy,
Right, from
his
Mississippi
big
State,
lineman,
yeah.
and he's got a chance. But let's just we'll go to the NBA in a minute, but let's just talk baseball a few more minutes. The things we see. Now, you need to tell me, when they do this girls softball stuff, when they put the guy on second, that's girls softball.
Right.
That's what Major League does.
Right.
They put the guy on second. Why they don't move him to third?
They never will. I remember we had this talk about, you said they're going to do it.
I said,
And I told you,
I said
there
they
is
have
no
to.
chance.
Especially if the other team doesn't score first.
No
Now, I
chance.
get when you're the visitor,
I
because
know.
you're thinking,
And I told you they wouldn't.
and I'm like,
And I remember saying, I'll bet you a meal on this one, George. And George said, I'm telling you.
oh, they got.
They're-
And I saw a couple, and I called them when they did. But that's not.
Oh, no,
the
2 out of 100
yeah.
is a couple.
Yeah, that's not. That's not.
No.
No, I saw a couple, but I'm like, what in the? And I'm trying
They're
to think.
swinging.
And here I thought all along they were trying to win the game.
They're trying to win.
Then I'm watching second base.
Well, let's put it this way. They might be trying to, but the analytics say,
Yeah.
don't bunt. Don't give up an out.
So Scherzer, there's a guy on second. So they only have one good hit. Seattle, Seager. He already has a double. First base
Not a lot
is
of walk
open.
guys. Not a lot of walk guys.
I'm like I see these
They don't-
girls hitting
they
these
don't-
homers.
they don't
And my
believe-
thought is,
they don't believe walking
the second time up, guess what?
They don't believe in walking them.
No,
There's
they-
no walks anymore. No intentional walks either.
The other day, the Pirates had one, and I heard Bob Walk say he thought it was the first one. He had some funny name for it or something. But the bottom line is, I know we're old. I get it. But we also have a lot of experience.
I don't care. I don't care if I was young or
You know,
old.
and I'm
No
watching.
one's convinced me that if it's 3-3, you have a guy on second.
Get him to third.
The object is to get him to third.
But doesn't the infield come in?
Yes.
Doesn't that
You
make
become
everybody?
you become a 400 hitter on ground balls. You become a much. Well, let me take that back. They don't hit any ground balls anymore. So
But if they did, I understand.
they're not allowed to hit ground balls anymore either. Oh,
And
jeez.
you know what? It makes them hurry too, which human nature.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
like when you put all your guys back in the foul line. No.
There's no reason for that. Zero reason.
What? How many games have you seen the ball hit the guy's hand and go out of bounds?
They all do it now. See, somebody started this a long time ago. Once again,
Yeah.
Don't put anybody in the lane. You tell me I want to know the reason. Somebody please write in and call us.
Don't say so he doesn't foul him. Because using that logic, you'd just stay in the bench because you'd foul somebody.
Yes.
That's the dumbest thing ever.
Yeah, you never.
No,
It's so stupid.
All right.
The ball might bounce to you.
I know.
The ball just might bounce in my hand if I'm standing there.
No. I've seen it. Or the guy reaches for it.
Misses it. Ball bounces on the ground. You just pick it up.
All right, NBA. Obviously, the titles are going to depend on injury. Talk about Kawhi. He says he's hurt. I watched him in in San Antonio and blamed everything on Popovich and the organization.
Said he was the worst guy in the world to coach.
Well, he won't talk.
Anybody who follows San Antonio said he was the worst guy in the world to coach.
Doesn't want to practice, doesn't want to play. There isn't much left. What did I miss there?
You know. And we love this attitude, too. We love him because he never says a word.
He never pounds.
He never does. He's not a me guy on the floor.
No.
But when you don't want to play, how would you say him and Embiid, who are two of the best, most talented guys in the league,
Embiid
don't want to play?
He can dominate any game.
Any game.
And then you turn the game on in the third quarter, and he's laying over on the side on a little rug. The trainer's pushing his leg back.
That's bad news.
Now, you know.
You know the rest of the players are saying.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
And I got him 30 plus on FanDuel. I need him on the floor. You know what I mean? I need the
That's a
big
guarantee.
boy.
When he's on the floor, he's getting 30 plus.
No,
he's that kind of player.
No,
He's that good.
No, it's sad.
Yeah.
LeBron running his mouth now. He's a commissioner, but evidently he and his uncle had a little flare up, Uncle Silvers, because they're doing that 7, 8, 9, 10.
That's because he's part of it.
Well,
now,
all of a sudden he's seventh, and it isn't such a good idea.
Yes, it was fine.
It was
all the
a
way.
great idea when
he
were
was
seventh.
first, and he was third, and he was fourth. He never mentioned it.
Nope.
Even when he got to sixth, he didn't mention it.
No.
He's seventh now. What is his playoff?
Let me tell you, if they get knocked out,
You'll be happy.
I may have a little get together just for my closest friends. You'll be there. I'm not lying. They'll have to be healthy, and the brow will have to be healthy.
Yeah, I know.
Because what has happened, and I firmly believe this, the bald head guy has gotten worse. I think hearing rumors you're not needed or getting traded all the time, you better have a strong mental approach, or you're going to. He looks like he got worse.
We're going to find out.
Because he good in the bubble that year.
We'll find out in the playoffs.
And you know who else is good too? Schroeder.
He's out now, too.
Yeah, that's a big deal.
He's out 14 days.
That's a big deal.
I know it is.
That's a big deal. Don't kid yourself.
Yeah.
And like we said, the Nets only played 7 games together. That's not even worth talking about. What's their 3 salaries? $120 million?
They don't care.
It's all. Now, if the Lakers stay third or 6th or 7th, they're going to play third or second.
Well, they're seventh now.
They
That's
can
what
go
I'm saying.
right out right
They're
away.
seventh.
And the surprise team is the Knicks. Knicks and Suns, right?
Yep. Those are the two teams.
Did you see it come? I got to admit with Thibodeau, I thought they'd be worn out by now.
Yeah.
I'm saying I was wrong.
Well, I saw the roster changes, so I thought I thought they had a chance.
Okay, Randall, is he the next?
Both of them.
Randall's a
Both of them.
superstar.
Yeah, Randall really came out of nowhere. He really, because he couldn't shoot like this before.
Okay.
Become a really good shooter now. I got to give him credit.
Is Randall and Booker
I didn't think he'd
on that
make it.
same next to the top level?
Randall's passed Booker up. Randall's didn't pass
okay.
Booker, but Booker can score.
Oh, do I love
Booker can score.
Oh, and then I like Chris Paul out there because he
And that's
gets
another
him the
reason why he
ball.
scores, because he gets the ball to him right.
And he gets him. He's good for his mental.
Yeah.
health, too. Yeah, because I thought Al and I both had Phoenix to win their division way back in November. And we had 2 crucial games last week against the Nets and the Clippers. In both games, if Chris Paul
took over, yeah.
they pooped their pants.
Yeah, Paul makes everybody better every time he goes someplace. I got to give him credit for that. They play
and
better.
I wasn't a fan. I'm reassessing him. All right, FCS football. It's down to 4. Once again, Youngstown League looked good. They had 4 of the 8, and that's Southern Illinois, man. They gave South Dakota State all they wanted
they did.
and some. I'm looking at defense. I see Delaware. I'm looking at a well-rounded team. I'm seeing James Madison.
Yeah, there's no question. It's a toss-up now. There's no North Dakota. There's no North Dakota State.
No, they were. I got to admit, I saw that game coming Sunday.
Yeah.
I was not on their bandwagon.
Yeah, North Dakota State's not the same team.
They were way different.
Yeah, they're not the same team. Yeah, so that's why it's wide open. And it also, James Madison isn't either. They're just with the
They're
rest
just
of
good.
them too. Yeah.
Okay.
They're all
No,
equal.
I wanted to-
South Dakota State's the favorite. They'll be the favorite, and they got the game they looked past. They were lucky to win that game.
Okay, that's what I thought. Now, the NFL, they had their draft, and we did our special. Hope that people have enjoyed it. Look it up. It's on YouTube. What this draft does, it gives them command of the airways for 12 months. Normally, it's from
NFL.
preseason,
They know.
July on, and then February's the Super Bowl. But now March, normally the combine.
Right.
Then April, the draft. Then it carries them right back in. They are literally you noticed last year, no fans. You hear any teams for sale?
No.
Isn't that something?
Yeah, we know that.
said
They're a juggernaut, though. The NFL is a true juggernaut.
Yeah.
More people watch the draft than watch anything else. That draft is a big thing that all my friends can't wait. They make a night out of it.
It's like having your teeth pulled.
Yeah. So, and they're all good. There's not a team that not have a good draft.
Even the worst teams right now have hope.
That's what they tell you.
I mean,
That's
you
what
know,
they're
like,
saying. That's what
what
they're
was it? A minus, B plus.
They're all A minus, B plus. That's
All
all.
A minuses.
I saw a rating system. I saw a guy come out and rate the worst team rated was New Orleans B minus. And I'm thinking somebody has to have an F.
Yeah,
somebody has to have
somebody
a
did
D.
something wrong.
No, they're a B minus. It's A plus, A minus.
Like I saw these yin yangs doing the Steelers. They're talking. One minute they're saying they need a lineman, and then when they don't get one, they say, well, that's okay, they got a runner. Well, who's blocking them?
Yeah, they don't know either. They don't know either.
No, they don't know a
No,
thing. No, I will say this, though. The Steelers and Browns, like, with the Pittsburgh's forever. There's a plan.
Yeah.
And I will say this. We've been on the air here quite some time. This, in my mind, will be as good a Browns team we've ever seen, which was very good last year. Playoff team, gave Kansas City, always won it. And I will say this, there's a plan in place.
Sure looks like it.
That's all we can say.
Yeah, they got really good players.
Yes.
And then you get good players, and you have a coach that they believe in, and he truly got them playing with some toughness. They ran the football down people's throat. Then all of a sudden, that belief system becomes a real thing. I think the Browns are probably one of the top 4 or 5 favorites in the AFC this year.
I have them right up there. I would say right under Kansas City and Buffalo.
That's how high they are.
Or 1A with Buffalo.
And they can play both of them.
Absolutely.
Yeah, they can play both of them. Yeah.
Absolutely, I agree.
Yeah, the Browns fans got to be excited.
We've got a few minutes left. This NCAA football. This portal. Now, I know they meant well, and I know coaches move around. They couldn't have foreseen 1,100 players in the portal.
No, they misthought this one. No question about it. Now has become a runaway chaotic, whatever you want to use, freight train, because the seniors are not getting recruited in high
Let's
school.
Let's talk about seniors in high school.
They're not getting recruited.
They used to, have a great chance for a Scully.
Right.
The Scullies today are at a premium because there are kids, and you know what I mean. If you're coaching at Syracuse and the Michigan linebacker says he wants to be closer to his girlfriend, you're finding him.
Taking him in a second.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so over high school for sure. So
absolutely.
So the priorities
Yes.
have really changed with regards to recruiting. And it's like AAU now. You're trying to get your best team out there of transfers. You're trying to get your best team out there of disgruntled guys. You'll say, we'll take 3 of them because we'll take 4 of them because teams have won doing it. And once somebody sees a winner, George.
See, I see it as someone else's. You know how when I go by a yard sale, you know what I yell out the window, right? It's junk! Because it's something.
Somebody will be there buying that.
I got a buddy that laughs.
Somebody will buy it.
Oh, let's line up. They'll wreck an $80,000 car to get a tea kettle. No, they will. No, they'll put their car with the rear end out on the road, a Mercedes.
They all do it.
And they found an old
tea kettle.
dinner bell.
I know. That's what football and basketball turns into.
They're going to turn the handshake line to meet and greet.
It will be for sure.
I don't know.
It already has. It already has.
Absolutely. We got a minute left. The Derby, largest in-person crowd in some time. You could see it's coming back. You know what's coming. I think they had 35,000. They're going to let 135 into the open wheel Indy. Yeah, and I didn't realize. I knew the place was big. I didn't realize it sat twice that.
How about somebody said to us on Saturday?
Golf course inside.
There's a golf course inside the track.
We're not open
wheel
guys.
Oh my gosh!
No, but just
that's gigantic.
Now, in closing, we'll just say this: the radar guns. We're 2 old timers who both think they're reading high.
They are.
There aren't that many guys throwing 97, 98, are there, Al?
No, we've said that.
And I think you can see it by the whatever you call out there. You have to come out before your arm falls off. Thanks again for watching Bottom Line Sports Talk. We'll see you next week.